Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the fourth video lecture series of Fundamentals of Integrated Marketing Communication. Today, we're going to discuss about advertising appeals in the fundamentals of integrated marketing communication. So obviously, in the last classroom, we discussed about advertising and the types of advertising. At the same time, in the advertising itself, we're going to see one kind of terminology called advertising appeal. So today we're going to discuss about this concept and how and we will going to identify how this appeals will going to play a very crucial role in increasing the interest among the customers to buy a particular product, or maybe pursue a particular customer to purchase a different kind of products in the market. So appeal is a very important one, especially advertising appeals will going to impact a lot on the customers to purchase or maybe to increase the purchasing volume in the market also. So the first and foremost one, we're going to identify the meaning of, the advertising appeal. Advertising appeal means it's nothing but an approach of the advertiser to pull the attention of the customer, or maybe the grab the attention of the customer towards to a product, or maybe towards to a particular service also. So it is like a one kind of influence uh, among the customer to change the behavior, or maybe to manipulate the mindset of the customer also. So it aims at prompting the response from the customer, or maybe concerning the item being advertised. So that is the main intention of the advertising appeal. There are so many, strategies are there that is utilized by the side of different kind of companies to come up with a new kind of manipulation strategies, or maybe a motivation oriented strategies in taking the attention of, or maybe seeking the attention towards to a particular product, or maybe a particular a service. So in a simple words, when we are discussing about an appeal, it is nothing but it is a one kind of statement induces a persons to act in a certain way, or maybe according to the message of the advertisement, how we will going to motivate, or maybe how we will going to pursue the customer intentions, or maybe customer intention towards to a particular product is a very important. That will be called in the name of appeal. So appeal, it's like a one kind of request also, or maybe a one kind of plea. But what kind of strategies you will going to use in changing, or maybe changing the interest of a human being, that will going to decide the sales volume in the market, especially related to a particular product, or maybe a particular need, or maybe a particular product, or maybe a particular service also. So that will be called in the name of advertising appeal. So more precisely, advertising appeal is the invisible and relatable persuasive strategy that instigate a person to purchase a particular product in the market. So the ultimate purpose of this kind of appeal is to increase the sale volume, or maybe changing the mindset of the particular customer towards to another one kind of a product. So maybe this kind of appeals will be there in the form of different kind of, types. Maybe it will be in the form of emotional appeal also, or maybe a rational appeal, or maybe sometimes it will be in the form of positive, or maybe in the form of negative appeal also. So ultimately, the advertising appeal is changing the mindset towards to a particular customer, towards to a particular service, or maybe a particular a product. So it is nothing but, identifying the target audience, and at the same time changing the mindset of the target audience towards to a particular product, or maybe a particular service. So what are, at the same time, there are some kind of essentials we have to be expect from the side of good advertising appeals. So all these kind of things should be considered as a very essential one in the kind of advertising appeal. The first and foremost one, communication. So especially in all the advertisement appeal, communication is very important one. And at the same time, this communication is also very easily understandable towards to a customer. So when you are going to use easy language, or maybe a very good communication oriented aspects, on that time it will going to communicate, or maybe it will going to attract the customers in the easiest way. So this is a very important essential thing in the advertisement appeal. The second one, it is related to good theme. Obviously, good theme is very important one. Based on the theme, the attraction or maybe the grabbing the attention will going to decided by the side of a particular product. So that's why theme is very important one. And at the same time, distinctiveness. So especially what kind of uniqueness you are maintaining in your product, or maybe uniqueness you are maintaining in your advertising appeal is also very important one. That uniqueness or maybe that distinctiveness will going to decide the level of appeal or maybe the level of advertising appeal towards to a particular customer. So the next one, it is very important, that is called interesting one. So especially a good advertising appeal arouses interest among the readers or maybe the viewers to buy a particular product, and at the same time you will going to watch that kind of advertisement again and again. When you're going to watch again and again, automatically you will going to purchase that kind of products in the market. So believable and rationable also, especially relatable also. So, I mean, especially when you are showcasing the advertisement, that should be a believable by the side of a customer. So, especially people often act upon the message when the story that advertisers uses a believe and relatable also. So, a message that create a doubts or maybe some kind of biases, that will be, it will going to be, it will not be an effective one. So that's why when you are presenting the advertisement or maybe when you are presenting the advertisements in a different way, that should not be a lead towards to any kind of doubt or maybe any kind of bias in the mindset of the customer. So that's why it should be a believable, and at the same time it should be a relatable also. So, and another one thing, completeness is very important in any kind of advertising appeal. So when the appeal is complete and clear, automatically the customer also have an idea regarding to a particular product in a clear manner, that leads those people to buy a particular product or maybe a particular service also. So that's why completeness is very important in the advertising appeal. So when come to the advertising appeal, there are different kind of types of appeal we will going to see. The first and foremost one, that is related to emotional appeal. So the name itself is suggesting that these kind of advertisements are concentrating more on emotional oriented concept, and at the same time they will going to create an initial interest, and later they will going to develop that interest in the form towards to a particular advertised product also. So especially we're going to see there are a lot of advertisements are there in the market that is related with the emotional oriented appeal. Especially if you take an example, the Bomita appeal, I mean the Bomita oriented advertisement, or maybe the Complan oriented advertisement, or maybe if you take an example, the Boost oriented advertisement. These are the best example which will going to which is related to the emotional oriented appeal. So there they will going to showcase some kind of emotional. Through that emotional, they will going to provoke or maybe they will going to pursue the customer to purchase a particular a product in the market. The second one, it is related to the humor appeal. So humor appeal in the sense, obviously, ads that make you laugh have a great impact on the viewer also. So humor is also very important in grabbing the attention of the, I mean, customer or maybe the consumer, because most of the consumers are there, they will going to give more importance for the humor in the daily life, especially when they are purchasing also this kind of formula will going to applicable. For that reason, humor appeal is very important, especially there are so many advertisements are there like the Mentos advertisement, Mentos Dimaki Bhakti Jalade, or maybe ads, five-star advertisement, or maybe some of the advertisements like Fevicol. So these kind of advertisements are there that is related to humor, especially if you take an example, the Sprite advertisements. So these are advertisements are related to the humor one, and they will going to attract the customer attention towards to a particular product. So another one important appeal is there, that is in the form of musical appeal. So especially musical appeal, their name itself is suggesting that this is related to some kind of a music. And at the same time, the some of the advertisements are there in the market, they will going to attract the attention of the customer only through the music or maybe through the jingles. especially if you take an example, the Airtel jingle, or maybe the Nima advertisement, or maybe the Vico advertisements. These are a very important one, and their jingles is also a very popular one. So not only the Airtel and other jingles, there are so many products are there in the market. They're totally based on the musical oriented aspect only. So on that time, the musical appeal is also very important to attract the customer. The next one, rational appeal. The rational appeal, in the sense, this kind of appeal makes use some kind of logic, facts, and data to explain the importance of the product in the market. So on that time, the people will going to concentrate more on the data, more on the logical or maybe facts related concept. They will going to buy that kind of product. Especially if you take an example, Dettol. When they will going to present the Dettol oriented product, before that they will going to give a lot of idea related to the hygiene, facts related to the hygiene, or maybe if you take an example, Harpic. So these kind of products are that they are providing. First they will going to provide the data. Through the data they will going to attract the customer. So this is related to a rational oriented appeal. So not only this one, intellectual appeal is also very important one. The intellectual appeal, the name itself is telling that it is related to an intelligence and at the same time rational thinking also. So especially it is used as a one kind of tool for selling the product, especially related to the industrial oriented items. Especially if you take an example, some of the advertisements are there, they will going to come up with this product is there for the, I mean, they will going to represent the 3-star oriented rating, or maybe a 5-star oriented rating, especially the refrigerator oriented product, or maybe the air conditioner oriented product, or maybe sometimes the LED light oriented product, or maybe some of the other kind of products are also there that is purely based on these kind of ratings, or maybe some kind of standard industrial oriented aspects. Especially if you take an example, some of the products are there that is based on they are I mean certified by the side of ISI, they are certified by the side of ISO. These kind of advertisements are the best example for the intellectual appeal. So another one kind of appeal we're going to see, that is in the form of positive appeal. The name itself is suggesting that these kind of category oriented products are that they are creating some kind of positiveness among the customers through the new kind of product, or maybe to telling the ingredients, or maybe telling the benefits of that kind of a product. Especially if you take an example, the fairness advertisements, they will going to boost, or maybe they will going to create some kind of confidence among the customers in a different way. Or maybe some of the other products are also that they are giving a lot of confidence among the people, or maybe among the customers. These kind of advertisements are there in the form of positive appeal, or maybe some kind of they will going to bring some kind of happiness, or maybe some kind of peace also. So that kind of product will be called in the name of positive appeal. So another one kind of appeal is that will be in the form of negative appeal. So negative appeal, it is totally against to the positive appeal. So first they will going to discuss about a particular issue, and later they will going to tell us to think about in another way. Another way how these kind of products will going to helpful for you in the form of creating a confidence, or maybe some kind of secureness towards to the future also. Especially if you take an example, most of the insurance oriented companies are there, they are coming up with a lot of advertisement. Especially if you take an example, LIC, first they will going to tell about negativeness of the concept, and later they will going to introduce their product. And if you are the policy holder, or maybe if you are a customer of a LEC, what kind of profit you will going to get, later they will going to explain all these kind of things. So not only the LIC, there are a lot of other products are also there, like HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank, Tata Group of insurance, and at the same time policybazaar.com. All these kind of advertisements are there that will be a best example for the negative appeal. So first they will going to explain a scenario. Based on that, they will going to create some kind of thinking aspect among the customer also. This will be called in the name of negative appeal oriented